Welcome back to more Mansa. It is your boy Mansa, man. Look, man, we got more of these South African robbers fail miserably. Feels good to watch these robbers fail miserably. So we're about to go ahead and check more of these out. You guys want me to check more of these out on the channel? Comment down below other videos I should check out on the channel. Let's get right into it, man. Let's check it out. These videos for educational purposes only. Shout out to Grind, man. Link to this video in the description.
I've got a Golf GTI, 3 Bravo males, but these don't look like they match with a car. They've just come out of Lakeside Mall.
The video starts with the security personnel describing the car he is pursuing on the road. He then adds that the vehicle seemed to have bogus details.
Bogus details.
All call signs. This is November Juliet 3. I have a wanted Golf GTI, white in color.
He then proceeds to give the details to the operating room for them to process the car, and that's when they realized what they had right in front of them.
Just over 5th Avenue. The vehicle is wanted according to SAPS. I'm going to need backup.
The car had just been flagged as being on the wanted list in South Africa. The occupants inside the VW Golf seemed to have noticed that they were being followed.
Yeah,
the security personnel kept a good distance from the car as to not alert the criminals inside the vehicle before backup arrived. These situations are dangerous for both the security personnel and other motorists on the road, as there is no way to know how the criminals could react if confronted without proper backup and blockages, since most of these criminals are usually armed in South Africa. They then hear the security personnel adjusting his gun as he gets ready to intercept the suspected car.
Hold on, how
the
they
man
hear that?
carefully waits for the right moment to make his move as he knows backup is close by.
I heard that. I heard that Glock.
Over the robots here by Volkspark, coming up towards the police college on Great North, still heading direction Kempton Park.
Kempton Park. That's over by the airport.
You then hear him confirming the police blockage ahead, as the police had been alerted about the incoming VW.
I'm curious to know what this VW about to do, dog.
Criminals had no idea what was about to happen next.
Oh, they don't
We
even
then see
know.
the car as it approaches a turning point. This slowdown seems to be the ideal position for the forces to act. But unfortunately, the security personnel were blocked by traffic. This meant they had to continue pursuing the car while keeping a safe distance.
November Juliet 3, it's 1.
Send for me. We just gone over the robots here by the police college, still heading up direction towards Kempton Park.
The blocking traffic moves along as we again see the wanted car on the dashboard camera. The pursuit seems to be relying on the security personnel, as we can hear the backup asking for the location on the radio.
Okay, 3, where are you now?
Alright, I believe we've just gone over Oak Street. Still direction towards Kempton on Great North.
Props to this security officer for not triggering the criminals before the backup arrived.
Nah, he's doing real good.
November Juliet 3, Foxtrot 7.
Steer for me.
Keep me updated. I'm crossing Oak Street. Keep me updated position of the vehicle.
Both the VW and the security officer approached a traffic light as the gap between the two cars became smaller. The officer then faced a tricky situation. The traffic had slowed down the opposite lane where the VW Golf was. He had to make sure that he was not spotted by the robbers inside the car as he came close to the VW. We then see a clear view of the wanted car as the security personnel passed the car.
Okay, November Juliet 3. I'm going to also pass you.
Alright, yeah, the robot caught them. Okay, they've just gone over. The robot has, they've gone through the robot. They're behind me now. I had to go past them. I'm just going to let them pass now.
That was really close, but the officer handled it extremely well there.
Bruh.
The robbers had no clue at all what was coming.
Is that, that's them passing.
Looks like they're going to go up towards High Road.
The man then noticed that the criminals were about to head in a different direction, and he immediately alerted the incoming forces. He then comes really close as the pursuit seems to be boiling up to an epic end. Then saw the backup arriving and immediately blocked the VW Golf. From then on, it was action time as the police took down the criminals.
Step out of your vehicle! Step out of your vehicle! Step out
Bruh.
of your vehicle! I'll give you it!
The criminal had absolutely no chance there, as this was executed well by the brave security personnel.
Bruh.
Big props to that one guy who followed and identified the car. Finally, justice was served.
He did nice.
This private security officer is seen rushing to a scene where possible criminals have been reported. The suspects who were at the scene had been caught on camera in the area where a Nissan Baggy had been stolen.
Bro, watch out, watch out.
Yeah, Lima Golf 1, they've got eyes on that, what's his name? They've got eyes on that Audi, the hatchback Audi for vehicle theft.
The security personnel knew he had to arrive to the area as soon as possible to not lose the criminals. But he was not ready for the drama he witnessed once he arrived at the scene. The officer then notices the suspected car, which was towing another Audi on the opposite lane going the opposite direction.
Towing another one is insane.
He immediately turns into the lane and starts following the suspected Audi. We then hear the man telling the other officers that they had identified the Audi being pursued and were getting closer to the target.
Direction towards the office, November Juliet 1, direction towards the office. It's towing another Audi.
The criminals suddenly stopped as there seemed to be something blocking their path. They had realized what was happening and attempted to ditch the other car and escape, but it was too late. The officers inside the Baggy managed to catch up and block their path. They then came out of the vehicles with their hands up as officers moved closer with their guns drawn.
How's it? Do me a favor, put your hands on top of the vehicle where we can see them. Just hands, both of you, hands on top of the vehicle where we can see them, please.
I had no choice but to obey the officers' commands right there. But the drama was far from over. The officers had no idea what was coming next.
So just relax. I told you, the reason that this is stopping like this is this vehicle has been flagged, all right? So now we are going to check it and make sure everything's fine. I told you to please leave your phone.
We see one of the criminals trying to explain himself to the security personnel. The
Hey, I'm
officer
not
then
gonna
tries
hold
to
you. All that pocket grabbing and stuff ain't happening in the U.S., dog. Like, these people be trigger happy. They be like,
explain the reason why
They
they
be
were
grabbing your
stopped as the
pockets like
vehicle
that,
had been
dog.
flagged. The SAPs had confirmed it as on the list of the most wanted vehicles in the country. One of the suspects seemed to be agitated as he
look at
keeps
that
going
officer's
back and
gun
forth
right
with the
there.
security personnel.
oh, that's why these is not even police
More and more
cars.
officers arrive at the scene as this was getting investigated. But one of the suspects was about to do the unexpected. The
You got to run.
man took off running as he realized that he had been caught. It's a super risky move as we can see the officers drawing their weapons in response.
Suspect running, suspect running, suspect running, suspect running, suspect running.
The commotion that followed was pure comedy as the officers rushed to try and catch up to the roadrunner.
Turn around, flat on the ground.
I guess he didn't make it easy for his fellow suspects there as the police were now vigilant knowing what could possibly go wrong there. Here on this angle, we can clearly see how the man curated his plan and executed.
Gone. They don't know what to do,
The
dog.
suspect went right into the school as the officers tried to catch up. Fortunately, he was caught by the relentless officers and arrested.
Passing the Pitfontein off-ramp
Bruh.
now. I've got eyes on the vehicle.
On this one, the officer is seen tracking a small truck.
Bro, is the truck backwards?
The man inside the vehicle had been previously arrested on an illegal firearm charge, but he skipped bail and escaped the state.
Okay, I have eyes on the vehicle, the one that's wanted for a warrant and unlicensed firearm. N12, next off-ramp, Davidson.
Yeah, the limit to 1 and 3, postal live location, I'll come to assist.
The vehicle had also been reported stolen and it had false plates and a clone disc. The officer carefully
That's
followed the
crazy.
vehicle and made sure not to spook the suspect on the highway with other motorists on the road.
Direction Witbank, N12, direction Witbank. 500 meters away from Mitwatwa off-ramp.
We can hear the officer passing the information about the vehicle to the control center for them to assist with backup and a plan forward.
Suspect knows I'm behind him. The suspect knows I'm behind him. He took the off-ramp and now we're on top of the on-ramp. He's going to stop. Guys, I'm going to need some backup. Quick.
The suspect eventually realized he had been followed as he tried to flee in another direction. The officer is heard asking for backup right away as he possibly prepares to engage the suspect.
Oh, he stopped.
Fortunately, the backup had already intercepted the man and were already in action.
Get out the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle!
Bro, they be ready, dog. These cops are nice, bro. These cops are nice.
The man was caught and arrested by the private police and the South African police.
Bro, shout out to the private police, bro. The private police are nice, dog.
Bravo Charlie, November Juliet 3. Hoe ver is julle van Tom Jones af?
This scene started as this officer responded to an active chase on suspected hijackers. In this case, the hijackers had already been triggered and were on the run. The officer had to be super alert when approaching the scene. Hijacks are common in South Africa. The country has one of the highest rates in the world. These brave men risk their lives every day in responding to these unfortunate events in the country. On this specific scene, the officers had to arrive before the robbers escaped. The officers had no idea what they were about to face once they encountered these robbers. We see them approaching an intersection as they get closer and closer to the suspects. This was made even more difficult by the traffic on the road.
Jy go over. Alright, copy. Ons gaan hier bo op Tom Jones vir hom wag. Ons wag hier bo op Tom Jones.
We can hear the officers communicating in a language from South Africa called Afrikaans. They were possibly discussing the locations and how to possibly move in this situation.
I just park across there. Yeah, right in front of us, right in front of us. Okay.
They suddenly encounter the suspect's vehicle right in front of them, and the men got ready to engage the suspects. We can see this from another angle as the car was right in front of them.
Dang, they got this man surrounded. He's not going in.
The officers tried to block the car using the car door, but they swiftly went past the officers.
He wants to go. 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 Damn. Come in next to the other side. Other side. Give it to me. Quick.
The chase was definitely on there as the suspects tried to escape the scene. We can see the officers going after the robbers in the middle of traffic there. They had to make sure there was no escape for these culprits. These cops were definitely expert drivers, as we can see them outmaneuvering the dumbfounded robbers there.
Bags.
This angle shows exactly how they intercepted the robbers there.
The truck pass.
Where are they at?
Watch him, he wants to go. He wants to go.
We can definitely see the high risk involved in these situations. Props to these officers for handling the situation well without anyone getting hurt in the process. The hijackers had no chance there as they tried to escape the scene on foot. Some of the robbers were caught by the relentless officers. Props to these brave men right there.
Some. Is that a dog they carrying? Wait. Was that a dog?
Some of the robbers were caught by the relentless officers.
What is
Props
this?
to these brave men right there.
Bro, is that a... What is that? Look, man, comment down below y'all thoughts. What you guys do on my reaction, my commentary. If you want more of these, let me know in the comment section below. Stay tuned. Yeah, peace.